To begin, connect your laptop to the local port on the front of the GridSmart processing unit. Now, on your laptop, launch RealVNC. If RealVNC is not installed, please see the GridSmart user manual for download instructions. Select Run, then select Connect. A login window will appear. Enter aldis#world9 as the password and leave the username blank. Click OK to connect to the GridSmart processor. Now that you're connected to the GridSmart processor, launch the GridSmart software by clicking on the GridSmart icon. We will now step through some of the initial setup and configuration procedures needed to get your GridSmart intersection up and running. To begin, click and drag the yellow north indicator to the north position on the image. This allows GridSmart to better anticipate and mitigate shadows, among other things. Next, move the crosshairs to the center of the intersection. This allows GridSmart to approximate distances and apply perspective to the three-dimensional vehicle models. Now, enter the location information of your intersection. Provide the intersection a name and define the location of the intersection. Entering a U.S. zip code will automatically populate the latitude and longitude, or these may be entered manually. The name of the intersection will be used in the reporting software, provided your system is equipped with the GridSmart data module. Click to the Control tab and define the type of controller being used. Set the control mode to full for regular operation. On the Camera tab, it's important to set the height to optimize the performance of the tracking algorithms, and also provide a name for reporting purposes. Now, select your logging preferences. If you would like to log images, enable the image and state logging and specify a directory. Note that for image logging, you will need an external drive connected to one of the USBs on the GridSmart processor. Enable count logging for data collection and specify a location. Select ring buffer only if you want the system to record over old data should the directory location become full. Lastly, select the display units for your locale. You're now ready to begin configuring zones. To create a zone, simply right-click on the screen and select New Vehicle Zone. Begin clicking on the screen to draw the zone. The zone may be modified at any time simply by clicking and dragging one of the points, or by clicking and dragging the entire zone. Always consider how vehicles behave. Do they always pull across the stop bar? Do they tend to ride the shoulder? This information can be very helpful for setting up your GridSmart intersection. Now that you've drawn your zone, it's time to configure the zone. The GridSmart software makes this very simple. First, define the anticipated flow of traffic. This is to help GridSmart ignore any objects traveling in a direction that is not anticipated, or it can be used to identify a wrong-way driver and issue an alert. Simply click and drag the arrow into the correct direction, or use the controls provided. You may also adjust the entrance cone for the zone. This is used to ignore anything that does not enter the zone from within the cone. Now, define the allowed turn types. Simply click on any turn type that is not allowed. This is used to identify and log any incidents or illegal turns. Next, define the phase associated with this zone. Then click Output and enter the output from this zone to the controller. Enter the number of lanes in the zone, and you're done setting up the zone. Click anywhere in the intersection to exit the zone setup, and as a reminder, simply right-click to set up additional zones. Notice as you hover over a zone, you can see the active configuration for that zone. Double-clicking a zone opens the zone configuration tools and allows editing. For quick navigation of the intersection, notice that you can simply click and drag around the intersection for a virtual pan-tilt zoom. In addition to creating zones, you'll also want to mask any areas not of interest to GridSmart. This allows for more efficient processing and ignores objects that are not on the roadways. This is done much like zone creation. Select Options, Masks, and then Edit Road Masks. This will open the full intersection fisheye view as seen by the GridSmart camera. Click on Draw Mask in the upper left corner. Now simply use the mouse to draw the mask to cover any areas of non-interest. This can take some practice. Overlapping road masks is allowed, and also it's recommended to click and insert many points for easy editing later. Continue this process to complete the intersection road mask. With the road mask complete, click OK to be returned to the main GridSmart software interface. You should now see the fisheye widget in the upper left corner. You can resize this and also use it for quick pan, tilt, zoom functionality. You may also minimize it by clicking the small yellow dot. In both the fisheye widget and the main flattened image, you're able to see all masks and zones. You're almost done at this point. Click Zone Plans and Save Copy Of. Now type a name for the intersection and click on Copy. Now to finish up, click on Zone Plans and select Make Active. Congratulations, you're now trained to set up a GridSmart intersection.